mentally prepared? Okay.
We are here. We are ready.
Wait for them to get in.
I'm guessing they're feathers.
Okay.
Maybe.
Call the meeting to order. Bev, would you voice our invocation, please?
Sure. Father in heaven, we thank you for this day and all the blessings you've given us. We ask, God, that you would just give us wisdom beyond our years for this meeting, that we can make the right and the best choices for the entire community. We ask, Father, that you would just be with us in a special way tonight. We ask this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Stand and join me in the pledge, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good to hear those young people's voices.
Yeah.
Roll call, please.
Hall.
Here.
Barker.
Here.
Rowe.
Here.
Miller.
Here.
Inman.
Here. Citizen comments. Anyone have an item of business presented to the Lindsay City Council requested to sign in prior to the meeting? Anybody? I'll give you, if somebody has something they want to say. Okay. Then we'll move forward to the consent agenda. Discussion, consideration, possible action, consent agenda. The following items are considered routine by the Lindsay City Council and will be enacted with one motion. Discussion desired on any item, that item will be removed from the council or consent agenda and considered separately.
I'll make a motion to approve as presented. Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Roll call, please.
Inman.
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Rowe.
Yes.
Barker.
Yes.
Hall.
Yes.
Okay, 8, Lindsay United Methodist Church street closure. Discussion, consideration, possible action on the Lindsay United Methodist Church closing the West Chickasaw Street from Alley West to West 2nd on September 13, 2025 from noon to 10 p.m. for a church event. Okay, you want to tell us kind of what it,
Yeah, we're just going to have a family festival. Communities invited, and putting up posters around the community. So we're going to have some bounce houses and in the front, and the other side where the parking lot is church property as well. So we thought it's just safer with children and people moving to just close that area off during that period of time. The actual festival is 4 to 8, but we'll be setting up and tearing down before that and after that. So that's why we asked for the noon to 10 o'clock, just to make, again, it's primarily for safety more than anything.
okay, anybody have any questions or concerns? Or?
Will we be supplying the sawhorses or the boundaries, anything like that?
That would be my request. We do not have that.
I'm sure we probably can do that, so.
Okay. I'll make a motion, we approve.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Roll call, please.
Hall.
Yes.
Barker.
Yes.
Rowe.
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Inman.
Yes, just maybe remind them, they'll probably got it down, but just a day or two ahead of time so that we don't forget.
Very good. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Glad you're doing that. Let's go everyone. We're number 9. Kristen Pendarvis. I'm not sure I pronounced. Say it again. Pendarvis. Okay. Well, I really butchered that, didn't I? Kristen Pendarvis. About property at 706 Northwest 7th. Discussion, consideration, possible action on the property at 706 Northwest 7th.
That house, the yard is so overgrown. It's got a tree down in the front yard that's been there for 2 months. Every time I've gone in to pay my light bill, I have let them know about it. That backyard, the grass is so high that the fence is leaning towards my yard. I now have snakes and other critters crawling from that yard into my yard. It is a health hazard for my husband. It is also a health hazard to myself. And it's a health hazard to the neighbors on the other side. They have children. One well-placed strike of a lightning is going to take that whole entire lot up and do damage to other people's houses.
Where are we at with code enforcement?
So I committed out with my voice, so we have sent out a letter. The problem is that we have to send out to the owner on the tax rolls, and I talked to him about it. The owner is not the correct owner of the tax rolls.
So, and this is the first I've learned of it, so what I propose is, I mean, we need to get notice to the property owner, and because there's some misalignment in the county clerk's office, I need to actually go look at and do a title record search. And so that's what I'm proposing that we do, is go ahead and I'll get an R number for the property and then actually hit the county clerk's office in Garvin County, figure out who owns it, so we can get proper notice to them so that they can actually clean the property up, or we can move forward with nuisance proceedings.
There's nobody living there?
No,
Okay.
the last person that lived there died, and that was 2 years ago.
And the tree, it fell onto the house, so it's not like we can go.
It's not
like-
on the house, it's in the front yard.
Yeah, but it was on the house. Somebody has taken it off. the
No, it
house.
fell, it literally fell. The last storm we had knocked it down in front of the house itself. Somebody took it off of the porch. I was told that the city had gone over there and mowed it once, but they never mowed the backyard. And the backyard is the worst part, because now there's holes in that backyard fence that's coming in all over. And they told me that the only way they can get in there and mow that backyard is to take that fence down.
We've been looking at it to see what we can do with it.
So procedurally, we're doing it as
We're-
fast as we can.
We're gonna get.
So
you
we,
on it.
we don't even know who owns it right now.
No, we don't.
We have an idea, because we think that they maybe, so we'll get all that information to him and see if we can't, if they flopped properties and,
I know it's very frustrating for you, and I understand that. But you have to go through all these procedures before we can do anything to the property, because if we just went over there tomorrow and did it, we could be in trouble, even though it's horrible. I'm not disagreeing with you at all, but there's a procedure you gotta go through and make sure.
I've had people tell me they don't believe me that it's that bad. You know what? You don't believe me, that's fine.
No, it's not. It's
Go
not
by
that-
the house and look for yourself.
and we know it's bad.
It's not,
We've
it's not that we don't
sent the letters
believe you,
out
it's
on it,
just,
so-
And I'm going to go to the courthouse tomorrow to identify who owns the property so that we can get moving on this promptly. So this isn't going to be sitting, it's just, there's been a question because the county records aren't accurate online. And so we've been providing notices, they're going to the wrong person. And this person says, I don't own the property. So I'm going to go to the courthouse, do a title record search, which means I'm going to go, look at the actual deeds and all that. It's going to take time, but I'll do that tomorrow, and I'll find out who the legal owner of the property is so that we can provide notice to them to get them to clean the property.
Okay, well, can I make a suggestion?
Sure.
If they don't want the house, tear it down. It's an eyesore on the street.
Now, to do that, though, that's a process that we legally have to go through, and if that's the case, they won't do it. The council will move forward with those processes as appropriate, because we've done it, the council's done it before.
I don't want to mislead you. It just takes a long time. I'm not saying it should, but that's the way it is. Legally, because they make you go through several hoops and the problem we've had with this one is they have the wrong record has the wrong person owning it, because we've tried to contact them. If not, we'd be further along in the process. Because there's so many days you have to provide notice for, then so many days the second time, then if you're going to do anything, then you do that, send them a bill, and if they don't ever do anything, eventually to tear it down, you have to send them another notice, I think, don't you? Is it?
So, yeah.
And there's a long process,
with it.
but it's to make sure that we don't actually take someone else's property. Property is a very important right that all citizens have, and we don't want the government going in and just taking property and knocking stuff down. So that's why we have to go through the process and the procedure. But that's what I'm going to immediately go to the courthouse tomorrow and start this process so that we can get relief provided to you in accordance with the law.
Sorry we can't be faster. I wish we could, but I'm sorry.
Is that it? I can leave now.
Yes.
Please be well.
Okay, 10, Little Feathers on traffic issues, discussion, consideration, possible action on traffic issues by Little Feathers Daycare.
Come on, you can come on up and visit with us.
We've had issues with traffic in front of the daycare, and we have little kiddos, and when they're small, they run from their parents. They think it's a game, and it scares us sometimes because cars run past there really fast.
And we have a bus stop as well that
Yes.
stops right in front of the center. So we're having to cross the street due to the way that the bus comes through. We cross the street to get the kids, and then we have to cross back over the street with 10-ish kids right now, could be more. We have capacity for 61 kids in the center. And we have already, this was first week, I think, when I petitioned for this. We had company trucks in town honking at the bus driver. We had people not wanting to slow down. I'm literally standing out in the road like this when we get our kids because it's just, we can't, I'm sorry, this is mine. We want to ensure the safety of the kids, and we don't have any sort of traffic signs or stop signs or anything on that road. So that's what we're petitioning for.
So they sent a letter, and Jerry has gone out to do some looking at it. A couple of things that we can do. There is an area there that we probably could put some stop signs up at. We may need to slow the traffic down. Right now, we're going through the school to talk about bus stops, and if there's anything that they can do because it is a bus stop. So that is something we're visiting with them about. The stop signs may be the quickest thing that we could do to get that area slowed down. But Jerry had to be out today, so I really wanted him here to visit with you a little bit more about it, but I kind of don't want to put it off either. But that's kind of where we're at on it. It would be quickly to do something would probably be put the stop sign up.
Okay. I'll make a motion that we add stop signs and make changes that will effectively create a safe environment for the children.
Second.
So then we'll look at what we
We'll
have to do.
try.
That should cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if the stop signs don't work, we'll look at whatever else, we'll try to get safe.
If it's not changing anything, you can come back and say, hey, it did a little, but we need this or whatever.
Okay, roll call, please.
Hall.
Yes.
Barker.
Yes.
Rowe.
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Inman.
Yes. 11, sealed bids opening for landfill lease.
We received one, so.
Okay.
Hope it's not $1.
Okay, this is from Howe Farms, Lisa and Lori Howe. Will be at $13,650 and no 100s annual rental for the said property.
So that is an increase in rent, so that is definitely a good price for
Yeah, it
us.
is.
And if we did considered selling it at some point in time, I think it'd probably almost take us
Is that 1 year or 5
one,
year?
it's one.
Generally, those contracts are 5-year, they're 1 year with up to 4 additional
Optional year.
optional renewals, and that's kind of how we do them, so.
I'll make a motion to approve the bid to Hal Farms for the 1 year with the optional 4.
Second.
Motion been made, second, roll call, please.
Inman.
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Rowe.
Yes.
Barker.
Yes.
Hall.
Yes.
Okay, down to number 12, Crawford's engagement letter. Discussion, consideration, possible action on Crawford's engagement letter.
Typical letter.
Yeah, it's Standard.
I'm not fond of it because I'd like for them to give us a price, but I get why up until now they haven't been able to. I think probably they could next year be a little better about doing stuff for what we're gonna need. But, I mean, it is the same thing we've done.
I understand they were good at it, but are there other options where we bid it?
There
also?
are, the problem is, you, without doing it like way early, I mean, right now, we need them.
Yeah, sure.
And so things fall in between when you need to do them. And so if we want to get new people, we need to do it May, June, and put it out.
I don't necessarily, I just think,
No, I mean,
the bidding process
they even
might.
teach that you should every so often change auditors and change, that's not a bad thing. But,
How is their services tracking with our software changeover?
well, our current person doesn't really want to go over to our change. And so that's kind of been one of our, kind of a holdup. But I really like her, and she's really done a good job for us. I think she'll be retiring, so that's not even gonna be the same, we're not even gonna have probably the same person after that. So I think this is probably the time to really be looking at if that's, we need to go probably now. It's just been hard trying to get through the other stuff. And software changes are difficult anyway, and you want to be in a good spot before you do them, because you're going to have some issues with them. And so you don't want to be fighting bad billing and software changes. But I do think we're there. Even though we had a lot of complaints this month about high bills, it's the time of year we get them, so.
Okay, entertain a motion to, I guess we need to approve that.
Yes.
I'll make a motion to approve the engagement letter, or their hiring.
Second. Motion's been made, second, roll call, please.
Hall.
Yes.
Barger.
Yes.
Rowe.
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Inman.
Yes, ordinance 589, amending the zoning on specific track. Discuss consideration of possible action on ordinance 589, changing the zoning from R1 Single Family Dwelling District to A1 Agricultural District at 1500 Northwest 4th Street, Oklahoma. Legal, right there, track in northeast. There it is.
Yeah.
Okay,
So this is what you voted on
Right.
last week. This is just the ordinance.
I'll make a motion to adopt the ordinance.
second. Roll call, please.
Inman.
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Rowe.
Yes.
Barker.
Yes.
Hall.
Yes. Library computers, discuss consideration and possible action on purchasing 2 computers for library out of donations.
When I ask for fire, police, and EMS, and she also has money in donations, so she would like for the library ones to also come out of donations.
Okay, entertain a motion.
Make a motion, we approve.
Second. Motion been made, second, roll call, please.
Hall.
Yes.
Barker.
Yes.
Rowe.
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Inman.
Yes. Okay, interlocal agreement with Oklahoma Department of Corrections, discuss consideration and possible actions on interlocal agreement with Oklahoma Department of Corrections.
They have an office space in our police station and have for years. This is the same thing we renew.
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded, roll call, please.
Inman.
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Rowe.
Yes.
Barker.
Yes.
Hall.
Yes. 16, Oklahoma Department of Agricultural Food and Forestry Grant, discussing consideration and possible action on accepting the Oklahoma Department of Agricultural Food and Forestry Grant for the fire department.
We had written an 80/20 grant, and I think I talked to you guys about it, but this is when you actually approve it, because we have to put 20% in on it. It's a 25,000, I think it's in your 25,000 and some dollars. They'll give us 20,000, whatever it is, and we have to put 5,000 with it. So here's where we approve, and we get a brand-new pumping unit on our pumping truck. So a lot better than buying one.
I'll make a motion to accept the money.
Second. Motion been made and seconded, roll call, please.
Hall. Yes.
Barker.
Yes.
Rowe.
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Inman.
Yes. 18, unforeseen items, discuss consideration possible action on
No,
unforeseen items.
17.
17.
Oh, Skip, I'm sorry, fire department. I saw fire department, thought we'd already done that one. Discuss consideration possible action on the fire department updated standard operating guideline.
This is just something that Jesse was wanting put in. A lot of this one deals with driving. And so he just felt like it was important to get it updated and into.
So just kind of updated procedures?
Yep.
Okay.
I just have a question. Has this been run by Margaret?
No. Do you want us to?
I think it'd be a good idea, because I don't recall whether or not the FOP or not the FOP, but the IAFF agreement requires any,
We could do that.
Okay,
so we can,
probably want to table in
Yeah.
Yeah.
Till next, it's
till
not
next
gonna hurt.
meeting.
just to make sure that we're not,
Anything in it, I didn't even think about that.
okay.
So,
We need to make a motion to table.
I think a motion to table would be appropriate.
Okay, I make a motion to table.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Inman.
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Rowe.
Yes.
Barker.
Yes.
Paul.
Yes.
19, executive session action, discuss consideration possible action, to enter into executive session pursuant to.
Mr. Mayor,
Oh, stop.
I don't think we have any
Okay.
updates to provide you, so let's save
Okay.
you some pain.
Okay? Thank you.
Straight to 24.
20, 21, 22, 23, down, all the way down to 24, governing board comments. Guys have any questions, concerns?
Yeah, how are we progressing on the real estate sales?
I have visited with them. I thought they were gonna have me something for this meeting, and they both were going on extended trips, and I can't tell you where work or pleasure, but I knew that when I was getting them down here to look at stuff, and I did not get anything back. They were hoping to have me stuff for this meeting. So it will be definitely the next meeting before if I get it sooner, and I think it's important that we get on something, I'll let you guys know, and we can do a quick special meeting.
I'd sure like to see us get, as soon as can. I understand if they don't get back to you, it's tough to.
I didn't.
Yeah, I visited with both of them, I met with both of them, they've
What
seen
did you ask?
everything, so, we have done all of that,
We're
so.
at in the real estate sales.
About selling the property, about.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, any other questions, concerns? Okay, anything you want to tell us?
In discussions with the chamber, and I think we usually put this on a meeting, and if I need to put it on the next one, I can. We want to move doing Halloween stuff uptown to the Thursday instead of Friday. Friday's an away game, and it's hard to do businesses and everything and have the kids all uptown when we're fighting away games. So Thursday, I believe, is the 30th. I just like to make sure on the calendar that is that.
The 30th is a Tuesday.
Is that Tuesday?
Tuesday of September?
No.
November.
October.
My apologies. A Thursday.
Thursday, yes. So that would be the day, if you want me to run it on the next council meeting, just to stamp it,
Yeah.
I can, or I can put it in the consent agenda even for the next meeting, still early enough that,
Probably good, that way everybody knows. Kinda.
Yeah.
And chamber, that's when they want to do it, so this is an agreed upon time between all of us. We're working on our festival. We've had lots of people really wanting to be involved in the parade, and we're hoping to go all the way through by the nursing home and then down the highway, and we got it officially where we can close it, and then up Main Street. So we're kind of excited about that, to see what happens. And then, of course, we're struggling right now. We put it out on the letter twice to get people to clean up their alleys. So if you guys have any suggestions, I mean, we can go start writing tickets. It's not really what I want to do, but if that's what we have to do, we can. But getting people convinced that they need to get their alleys cleaned up, I mean, for a lot of reasons. Fire trucks, electric guys, whatever. You really want your alley accessible. And some of them, we've even gone in and cleaned, and they're already back. You know, that all say, oh, we'll keep it clean. They're not. So I get that first time, if we need to come out and kind of get it down for them, but then they've got to help us stay after them. So that's kind of where we're at on our cleanup for our alleys.
They've never been made in the past to do anything about alleys. I mean, it's never been a big issue, it's never been, and so people just haven't done it. And so I've heard people say, that's a city. Well, no. And when you tell that to them, then they say, well, they argue. So whatever we need to do to get them to clean it up, we need to probably look into that.
You know, when you can't get a fire truck back there, they're going to understand that how important it is, or what, so I wish people would, and I get, like I said, if they're grown up and they need some original help to get in there and get them cleaned up, we'll do that, but we just need people to maintain them once we get them down.
Okay. Anything else?
Make a motion to adjourn to LPWA.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded. Roll call, please.
Hall.
Yes.
Parker.
Yes.
Rowe.
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Inman.
Yes. Call to order the LPWA meeting. Roll call, please.
Hall.
Here.
Parker.
Here.
Rowe.
Here.
Miller.
Here.
Inman.
Here. Citizen comments. Consent agenda. Discussion, consideration, and possible action consent agenda. The following items are considered routine by Lindsay City Council and will be acted with one motion. Discussion desired on any item, that item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered separately. Anybody?
Make a motion to approve as presented.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded. Roll call, please.
Inman.
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Rowe.
Yes.
Parker.
Yes.
Hall.
Yes.
Okay, number 8, do we need to do that again?
Wrong five.
Oh,
5 is.
I got the wrong paper here. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
5
Don't pull
is,
that back away.
5 is a oops.
Yes.
Okay, so 5,
Is there no Milestone train?
We did it last time.
Okay.
We
Okay.
just accidentally got
do we
left on.
need to do the Crawford engagement letter again?
Yeah.
Yes, no, you don't really need any discussion, but we do have to take a vote.
Okay.
Make a motion to approve the Crawford engagement letter for LPWA.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded. Roll call, please.
Hall.
Yes.
Parker.
Yes.
Rowe.
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Inman.
Yes. 7, tree trimming bids. Discuss consideration possible action on tree trimming bids.
So we sent you out the spreadsheets. Is there anybody here representing the?
Anybody with the tree service?
Okay.
Those
And
trees?
I know,
Okay.
so, looking at them, I mean, I'll just quickly go through. Some of the differences are based on, I think, some of them said how much footage they were gonna do around some secondary lines and stuff. That's a little different on a couple of them. You want to get up, James, and kind of talk a little bit more about, I will tell you, from my point of view, looking at the bid that came in with the lowest, trying to get a town for a reference. They've got lots of them for debris removal, and they had stuff on rural line clearing, but I couldn't get a city where I could get a city to say they've done city. On the second one, I could get a city to say that they had done a good job, clearing lines. And of course, the third one, we know they've they did a good job for us previously. So, on my part, on as far as, being able to substantiate work, two of them I could, one of them I could not. So.
So you got, everybody understands kind of where we're at there on that, okay.
So, you might talk a little bit about what the two differences are on clearing. From the second one, both of these, we could get cities to tell us, one to tell us that they did a good job, and the other one we know. So, you might describe the differences between those as far as if there's any on clearing.
The only difference really is the clearing, it's 16 foot over your open secondaries, and your primaries 5 foot around the poles. And then I had to have it clarified, but if you have a lighting surface that stretches out to another pole, they'll clear 5 foot around that to that next pole. That's really about the biggest difference. They were up both 16 feet. Like you said, one, we know how well they did, and they did a good job, and the other, we were told they do a good job, so.
And the third one, that was the
That's
lowest
the
we
one
did
I
get.
couldn't
don't
get
know nothing about 'em.
substantiated
Yeah, okay.
They have
with
to-
any city. Debris cleanup, but not, and I will tell you, if you've seen rural line clearing, we would get some complaints if that's how it was done. It is different than going through a neighborhood and clearing lines. So, I have some concerns if your only thing you've done is rural line clearing, because we know that's not gonna necessarily get it.
Anybody have any questions for, so the two that you found out about, the one is going to do, has done a good job. The other one, best to your knowledge, is.
And they're both here.
They're
If you have
both here.
questions,
That'd be similar to what
you-
we've had
Yeah.
done in the, okay. I just want to make sure we're kind of apples to apples and,
So if you have questions for them specifically, you can ask them.
sorry about that. I shouldn't have thrown that down.
You know the difference in pricing, you have it on your spreadsheet.
You guys have any questions?
I'm looking for the sheet.
I think it's a separate item.
Yeah.
I looked at it earlier. If I remember right, the
Yeah,
one
there it is.
couldn't, yeah, you found it there.
It's like technology's beating me today.
On the second one too, we'd be looking at option one.
If we did do option one on that, then next year we could do the bid process again
Absolutely.
and do some more.
Yeah, it's a year by year thing. It's not,
And is this gonna be up on the hill mainly, or just bits and pieces over town?
this one is,
Which track is this, James?
tell me the areas this one we bid out is.
Down Ponca, or gonna go down southeast fourth, back, like behind our shop. Southeast third, southeast second. It jumps over, I think it's like second and third, and then northwest fourth all the way up. Little bit more than what we did last time.
Yes. Anybody have any other questions or?
When can they start?
As soon as possible.
We should be able to start, I would say, not next week, but the Monday following.
So you think yours would be similar?
Yeah.
And we would do ours like all in one fell swoop. So we would start and finish the whole project by Sunday.
What I can see there, it looks like there's a pretty significant difference in cost.
Yeah.
And I'm,
Where do we stand on that, Sally? I mean, 15K is 15K.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just be, think, and nothing against anybody, but it'd just be hard to, go with the higher bid, I think, personally, but, and I'm not, it's just we may find out that after a year, we made a mistake that way, but I hope not.
If I may, Mr. Mayor.
Yes.
So the rule that we need to follow is just make sure that we have the lowest and best bid.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
cost is a factor, knowledge of the contractor's experience, and quality of work is also a factor. And so there isn't anything wrong with, deciding to go with a lower bid versus.
We went with the lowest bid is actually, we don't have a reference on it, so.
That's right, and so.
That's considered, our exclusion, in my opinion, the exclusion would be because we have no reference of like kind.
Sure.
At least, so.
And we have a reference for the other bidder, and we have experience with the other.
Yeah.
With that difference, we're gonna have to go with the timber option one. I mean, that's just where it's at.
Yeah, I think so.
Is it okay if I say something?
Yeah.
With the differences of that 16 feet, we would be willing to come down on our price if we would do the 5-foot difference below the main, secondary, because originally what we did before was 16 for everything, and so that's why we bid it for what that is. With the amount of work that we're doing, that's why we put it at the 94,500. And so if we're going to do apples to apples, we would like to adjust our cost on that, because we do think that is a significant piece of work coming down, because our whole goal was to trim every 3 years. And with the 5-foot, and with the letter that I did state that trees can grow up to about 5 feet per year, and so that's not really giving you a 3-year trim. With the 16, that kind of doesn't guarantee it, but it definitely puts you in a better spot for the future, so.
Okay, so I have a question. Are you saying like our bid is for like a 16-foot clearance overall? So like it'd be a circumference, so that would be like 16 feet overall, including like the neutral. So like the 5-foot is just for like a light line or something that would be running off. It wouldn't be for open secondary. So I guess I'm just wondering like what you're saying, like our bid is for 16 feet.
Well, I don't think we can legally.
Yes, and I think that's exactly right. We can't alter the bid or the requirements, and so what the bid is what the bid is, and for the work that was offered. Although I'm sure the council appreciates the information, and for a future bid, that would be something to be taken into consideration.
And maybe we need to be more exact on it, exactly, so everybody's on the same page. But I make a motion, we go with option one.
Timber, Oklahoma.
Yeah, that's where we have to go.
Yeah.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, motion been made, seconded. Roll call, please.
Inman.
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Rowe.
Yes.
Parker.
Yes.
Paul.
Yes.
Okay, 8, purchasing on private airport hangar, discuss consideration, possible action, purchasing a private airport hangar.
So I have visited with we have one private hangar, and was given a price on the hangar. I feel like it's a pretty good price. I am still in the process of getting somebody to look at it to make sure that it's in good shape. I really kind of wanted to make a decision tonight, but I don't feel like I'm quite ready.
I spoke to one individual, and he said he thought it was, that has a plane out there, not in that exact hangar, but he said it was in good shape as far as he knew.
Yeah.
And it looked pretty good. Now, he said, I don't know, hard to say.
So I'm going to work on getting somebody to just do a little bit more work. If I get it put together again, and I think the time frame, it needs to be shortened, I'll set a meeting and we'll have it. But I just was hoping by tonight I'd have that piece in here, and it didn't fall together, so.
In figuring that, you might also look at what it would cost us to have to break it down and to remove it if it came to that.
So, I mean, I do think it's something that we definitely need to consider doing. And so that is why I got it on here and.
I don't want to know. I'm going to ask why I was built, but I don't need to know that. None of my business. It kind of is, but it was, I think we'll just, do we need to make a motion to table that?
I think just table it until the next.
one.
Okay, make a motion to table.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Paul.
Yes.
Parker.
Yes.
Rowe.
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Inman.
Yes. Okay, 9, Crawford.
We don't need to do
Oh,
that.
okay,
That's our-
we've already done that one, haven't we?
Yes.
Utility issues.
Utility issues, discuss consideration, possible action, utility billing issues, billing changes, meters, meter boxes, and customer issues.
So we have one that I sent you all out. Personally, going through it, I feel like that we did what we were supposed to on it. We have changed the process a little bit since then. We do an additional letter out to people because we do have some that don't always understand the process. But I don't think that was an issue in this one. I mean, I think she understands the process. So it's asking that we take off the rate for our collection agency, and we can take it off, but we're still going to pay it. So it'll be a loss to the city if we choose to take it off the bill.
How much is the fee? Approximately.
It's, I looked at it, but I don't remember.
Do you remember, Lisa? I don't have it right here in front of me.
Let's see.
I want to say $30-some. Could be a little.
I guess the total bill was what, 208?
Maybe $40.
Which she's saying she just never got the billing information, or, because I was a little vague when I was reading all that.
The application was filled out. Generally, there's a place for a service line, there's a place for a mailing line. Well, if the service line's the only line that's filled out, and that's where we send the mail to, and that was the only one filled out. If they wanted it, like, we have a lot of them that have multiple addresses and they're sent to other billing locations. Well, this one was not.
It's about 5530.
5530.
I was just doing it off what the original bill was, so.
So, our options are basically either just leave it as it is, or vote to change it
Yeah,
So-
I mean, either we leave it, or you say we're gonna take it off. I mean, that's the,
If we take it off, we're still paying it.
oh yeah, we're still paying it,
Yeah.
so. About the only time we can get one dismissed is like, we've sent it and like immediately we go back and we go, like, we should have never sent that. But that's not the case in this. I mean, it was time-wise, everything, we've gone through the process, waited the time to send it, so.
So the fault was in where we were mailing it?
Well, we were mailing it to the address that
That
was
was
provided.
Provided. They didn't provide, or what, the correct address, in their opinion, wasn't there or something, whatever.
Yeah, so also in the letter, if you'll notice, it says that address was provided, but it was marked out. Well, there's two places to put addresses. On the front is your service address and where you want it mailed. The service address was filled out, the mailing address was left blank. On the back is the service address. Well, they had put the mailing address there, and I believe it was you, put one line through it, like we do when we're gonna change something. You can still read it, there's no issue, and we put the proper service address where that went. So the form was filled out incorrectly. And so that was the only change. There was nothing illegal or, unethical about what we did. That's a typical thing. I would note next time, I don't think we initialed the one line, which we typically do. I think that was just an oops on our part, which we will correct in the future. But, there's nothing on it that you could read everything, how it was done. But
I guess are they still, is it still a rental property or?
Yes.
So there's still bills being collected there, right?
that was the problem, is they were coming to put it back on. And to
And
get
they
it back
won't do it
on,
until
we're
you-
like, yes, you have to pay the bill.
Pay that bill.
So, the bill has been paid. I let them get it turned on, and, because, we obviously want a house running, and this piece is just under dispute, and so I didn't stop them from, because they did pay the balance of the bill, just not this piece, so.
I make a suggestion we go ahead and take the fee off, but leave it for future, that we would charge a collection fee because we're getting charged from the collection company. But on this particular case, go ahead and drop it since they've taken the time to, now whether it's their fault, our fault, whosever fault it is, as far as the mailing address, that's kind of hard to know. So I'm hoping that, the next time it'll be, but there'll be people that'll say, well, you didn't charge them. Well, yeah, but, it's just kind of one of those things where, it's, $55 is kind of one of those things where if they paid the bill up in front and done everything,
Probably wouldn't have been 55 then, probably.
Yeah, it wouldn't,
Because
yeah.
Don't you have a collection?
Yeah, this goes in months after. They sit for months before.
Probably would have been 30 or something.
Yes.
No, it wouldn't even had, it had just the normal late fee.
Yeah.
That would have been it,
Okay.
so.
Y'all deal with it more so than I do. It's just that, it's kind of, I guess it's hard to, to say, but, it's one of those things with rental property, that's going to happen. People are going to walk off and leave a bill.
So this was not a renter that walked off. This was turned back on by the owner and ran for a month and a half, 2 months, so. Yes, that is a little different too, if it's a renter.
Yeah.
This one was
Of
not.
course, I know, I would be lucky if I was saying cast first stone, but if we initial that and date it, that's a better practice too, as far as And I'm not trying to.
No, I mean, and we typically do, that was, that,
Yeah.
but Lisa, I'm sorry, Lisa, but
I'm not trying to throw her under the bus. or anything.
Lisa did it, she is good about
Yeah.
normally, but she also is still here to say that she did it, and so it's not somebody else, we know who did it, we know why it happened, so.
Well, I'm not upset with her or mad at her, I'm just saying, in the
No,
future, you know, everybody
How
makes a
often,
mistake.
how often does this happen?
How many bills do we have in collections?
Yeah,
A lot. A lot,
a lot?
Yeah.
a
Okay.
lot.
And what's mainly their excuse? I mean, lack of
A
funds?
lot of
or-
them will tell us they don't get their last bill. You know, I've moved a lot. I always know there's a final bill.
Mhm.
So I don't have any outstanding ones because I try to check back.
Lost my
places.
job, my kid's been
You know,
sick, you know me,
But-
I can remember a lot of them.
Generally, that's what happens. They move away and don't pay the final bill.
Yeah.
Final bill.
And then they come back.
Yeah.
And then a lot of
Then they
times
come
they
back to-
owe from the month before too. when they-
So in the future, on something I'm gonna ask for on these bills is a double deposit when you leave a late bill, which will help on not leaving your bills behind if you think you're coming back. So that is something I wanna talk about in the future.
Second.
Okay. Motion been made and seconded to basically, well, understand what we're, I guess in lack of better terms, eat the, wait,
Yeah.
roll call, please.
Inman,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Rowe,
Yes.
Barker,
Yes.
Hall.
Yes.
Okay, 11, electric substation project, discussion consideration, possible action on electric substation project, engineering, financial documents and updates.
We know we've got in to try to get some money, but regardless of that, we have to get our financing and everything put into place, because we're at that point where we've got to be working on this project. So what I would like to do, I'm gonna have to get with Ray, probably get with somebody like Alan Brooks, to get this thing set up and get it financed. And then if we don't need it, yay. I mean, but it does cost a little money when you start this process to do financing. We know that. I mean, because that's just the process we have to go through. Even if we get the money, there still could be a portion of it. I mean, because we're looking at this project from start to finish, land, project, and any expansion we have to do into Aaron Springs could probably run maybe as much as $6 million, I think, by the time you do everything. With what we're looking at with OMPA and our money that's given, we're looking at about 5.9. So I think we're close, but I think we'd still may possibly have a little bit out there. I just would rather get it done, and I think that's OMPA's hesitation is they think we don't have the money. We're sitting pretty good. I don't want to pull everything out of our reserves. I'd rather finance it at a lower financing if we can, and then we could, there's no rule that says you can't pay more on it, you know. So I'd like to look at the financing and maybe give myself and Ray some authority to start getting with them to get it put together and where we could bring it back to the next meeting or something.
The communication I had would potentially, you might know something Christmas time, maybe.
We'll either know this month, because this is another big time
Yeah.
that they vote, or it'll be December. So,
I'm sure they tell me Christmas being cautious.
yeah,
but-
Christmas is the second time, and if you don't get in at Christmas, you're done for the year. So, but we need to get something put into place now.
I'll make a motion to authorize y'all to get started on financing, engineering.
Okay.
Second.
Get it rolling.
Motion's been made, second, roll call, please.
Hall.
Yes.
Barker.
Yes.
Rowe.
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Inman.
Yes. 12, water plant project, discussion, consideration, possible action on water plant project.
We have another new engineer. Yay. So, second one in a month that's called us to say they're, but no progress on getting it done. So, it's kind of frustrating.
So do we need to do anything on that, or?
Nothing we can do.
Yeah, definitely.
We're-
Okay. Don't have
We're
any-
at their mercy. When they say our plans are approved, we can have it done in a day.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm going to make a motion to acknowledge the hiring of a new employee. Their engineer. I accept that.
Okay, we really don't need to do anything then on 12, do
No,
we?
really.
Yeah. All right, 13, Sewer Lagoon Project, discuss consideration possible action on Sewer Lagoon's project proposal.
We still haven't heard anything back on the changes that they're looking at with this company. I have heard from the company that's taking over. They keep hounding me about talking to me. So, but I don't really have anything to know on the other one, what to even bring to you to talk about. So until he gets me information, we really can't make a decision if we want to go back with another company that's doing what we're doing now, or if we want to switch over to the new one, so.
Okay. All right, so we're down to governing board comments. Anybody have any questions, concerns?
What about the golf course? Somebody was asking me about it. Anything new out there at all?
We actually
The greens?
have stuff growing on the greens. So, we'll kind of see how that goes. Quit raining, we finally got some sunshine and it started coming up. So, in fact, the other day, they said we may even get it mowed to actually play on.
Really?
And not be on temporaries. I have not been out to put my eyes on it yet.
Well,
and I
from the
need to.
road, number 6 looks pretty good.
So,
But
we're,
that's from the road.
well,
But at
and it
least
did look
there's
very
grass
good.
on it.
Yeah, it did look
That's a
very good.
plus.
So, I'm hopeful. That's all I can say.
What about the scout hut? I'm sorry, Brenda.
No, go.
I have visited again just with a couple of them. I have other things right now that I've kind of taken on more
Right. Important.
before that, but definitely, I mean, that building's used so much, and we know we've got to get some work done on it. I have been watching for Surplus. Surplus does out lots of kitchen stuff for next to nothing, and so I've kind of been watching that, because if we can pick up stainless steel tables and stuff to go in that kitchen and replace, I know the one in there's broken, get some stuff in there that's better for cheap, that'll be something we'll try to do. So at least I am kind of watching on that, so that's kind of,
Right.
I'm just gonna put it on a back burner a little bit, but
Right, no problem.
trying to give them time to do, they gotta get in and look through their stuff, and, so I think we're headed in the right direction on it.
Anything else, anybody?
What about street repair? Are we pretty good on, like, the finances or the materials with that, with the county, or are we still struggling?
You know, we don't have a ton in street repair, and I keep telling you guys at some point, that's something the city ought to consider, is a quarter or a half cent towards street money. It goes a long ways, you know, when you've got some money coming in that you can work with. Right now, I mean, they are doing, you guys have seen, we're doing some cement spots, we're doing some different places, and so as we can, we're hitting them. But there's a lot more work that could be done if we had the financing there.
I know at the end of June, we finished paying for that $480,000 ice weather bill. Are we putting, since then, that started accumulating again, are we putting it into savings, or it's basically there?
So, is that money budgeted into the new budget? Yes, because we didn't drop that amount for purchasing electric, right, Liz? So, it's sitting in there, if for some odd reason we need it. So at the end of the year, there should be, that extra 10,000 a month, 120,000 should be in there to be a gain for us. So, no, but is it going anywhere? No. It's just sitting.
Okay. Just more to add to the coffer for.
Right, I mean, it's just gonna
Project.
make your profit at the end of the year look better. But it is something potentially, if we see it's consistent, I mean, we know we got a substation to pay for. So I really don't wanna take more money out of that side. But it is something that you could, if we needed something or would decide we were gonna do a project, possibly look at.
Quarter, if we did someday a quarter or 1/4 cent on city streets or whatever, and just be a vote of the citizens of,
It would be, and a 1/4 cent,
the estimation, that's what I was gonna ask.
it would be about 187,000 a year, 187.5 a year. Right now, I think we've budgeted about 40,000, so you could imagine the difference that we could do.
Do more, but you're not gonna go
No, we're not
pay
gonna,
Fourth
no.
Street or
Yeah,
pay
but,
anything else,
$100,000
all total, you know, I
would
mean.
do a 2-inch overlay on a 10-block area or something. And if you're doing that every year, you're doing one kind of big project and then you're doing some small stuff, it starts being noticeable. So, yeah, I mean, I think it'd be something well worth a 1/4 cent. Save it up a couple years, do a bigger project, so.
Or take a small portion and do
Yep.
more potholes and stuff,
Yep.
and then
Yep.
every 2 years do a bigger
Again,
project.
something to think about.
Yeah, but it was just partial stuff.
I mean, I think that's something we need to look at in the future, because you're not gonna ever get to where you can fix those streets with what we've got here. I know everybody thinks we're supposed to be able to do everything, but there's no way.
Are we still in bypass simple to appointment?
We are. Hopefully, we'll have everything in this week, and we'll be able to put it all back together. Probably end of this week, first of next week.
Okay.
Anything else you got to tell us?
No, just talking about high bills. It's the time of year for high bills. We've looked through, most of them, I've not seen that they're an issue. In fact, most of them have been lower than last year at this time. We do have one that we are looking at because it does not meet the typical, and we'll try to see if there's something, there's a problem, meter, billing, anything on it. But no, most of them, it's just the time of year that, bills are high.
Did you want to mention the LWPA, Mrs. Locke property?
Oh, yeah, let's quickly, there was an issue with a small property up by the golf course, and we got a letter, and they said, can you guys just do a deed and sign it over to us? And I'm like, well, that's not how it works, I sent it to Ray, and Ray can tell you what he found on the property.
So apparently, this person purchased the property at a McLean County, by county deed as a result of a tax resale that occurred back in 2010. And the parcel is flat in the middle of property acquired by the city from the Webbs, actually not the city, but the LWPA, by the Webbs in 2018. That's adjacent to the golf course. So the listing agent contacted the city, and I started investigating and just informed them that we just can't transfer property. That's not how it works. This is held in the public trust for the public. It was bought with public money, and we just don't sign things over. So present me with whatever documents you have that shows that you have title. And this is what we ended up getting, this tax resale deed. So I ended up going and checking the records. It took me a little while, but it turns out that the city has the apparent superior right of title, but apparently the county collected or sold this property to satisfy a tax debt but they didn't give proper notice to the property owner. And so it just created a hiccup in the county deed records. So I informed the listing agent of this error, they acquired the property in 2010 for $200. And I told them, look, you're not going to get that money from the county, but I would approach the council to potentially resolve this issue, make her whole, pay $200, but get a quick claim deed. Otherwise, they're going to have to litigate it, and they will lose. So I just kind of wanted to provide that update on what the situation is on that matter. And if there is a discussion about doing that, then I would bring it to the council for approval or further decision.
Do we need to authorize you to bargain on it?
No.
To wrap it up?
I mean, no, it's not necessary. They may not even want to pursue that route. And if that's the case, that's fine. We have superior right to the property. So, but I think it would be better if we could get a quick claim deed from them to resolve it, make it clean, and $200 to resolve the issue is a lot cheaper than going through litigation.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to provide that update to the council so that everyone is aware.
Okay. Motion to adjourn.
See a second. Motion been made and seconded to adjourn. Roll call, please.
Inman?
Yes.
Miller?
Yes.
Rowe?
Yes.
Barker?
Yes.
Paul?
Yes.